How about it? You're thinking, how did I get so lucky? A bonus episode of Ask Us Anything with Emily and Katie? Well, let me tell you how this happened. I'm Todd Manley. I'm the lucky one who gets to eavesdrop on these conversations before they hit your ears. And there's an August episode coming. Okay, don't worry. A listener question will be answered. But we just felt like we had to get what happened Thursday afternoon, July 25th, into your headspace as quickly as possible. Because Katie and Emily asked each other this question.
How are you feeling about being a woman today?
I'll repeat the question. Can you think of any laws that give the government the power to make decisions about the male body?
Did you hear about this white women for Kamala call?
Yeah. Do you understand the assignment? Yes, we understand.
Yes.
LFG, ladies, let's go.
We haven't even talked about it.
I know.
So
I mean, we texted
we did
for a moment.
For a moment. How are you feeling about being a woman today?
I feel, I mean, it's so interesting, right? Because on one side of our political spectrum, we have a woman of color who is now running for president of the United States, confirmed to have the delegates she needs to
Yes.
be the nominee. And it's incredible. And then on the other side of the political spectrum, we're being called miserable cat ladies trying to run the country from our childless wombs, all from someone who endorses Diet Mountain Dew as though he's in college still. And I don't know if you saw this, but Mountain Dew issued a cease and desist
Stop it.
for defamation of reputation by endorsement.
I did not see that.
Oh, I saw it this morning. It made me very happy.
Am I now switching to Pepsi products? Like,
maybe.
because I think Mountain Dew's Pepsi. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm always proud to identify as a woman. And I am excited to be a part of a campaign where we're seeing for the first time a woman getting, hopefully in August when the DNC comes to Chicago, the nomination to really run. And until that point, I'm operating as though Kamala is and deserves to be. I mean, so accomplished. And when I hear people say she's not ready or what has she done, I'm like, she's vice president of the United States and didn't get there by accident.
Yeah, she's been vetted. Trust me. Yes, I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts this morning, their episode about, how much can change in a week. And Saeed, one of the hosts, was talking about the word chaos, right? And how like things feel chaotic, and how we talk about it now is like it's disorganized and probably for the worse, and that it's a bad thing. But the etymology of the word being like chaos, being like an empty slate, like it's just anything is possible, right?
Mhm.
And lo and behold, like, what? Here we, like you said, LFG, you know what I mean? And like, not to take that away from anyone, that we're like so, I am getting like tears in my eyes, so activated, so motivated.
Yeah.
Like, what a shot in the arm. And I think you and I do this a lot because we both have positivity as a strength, and we both sort of, skew hopeful versus, in despair. Though we experience plenty of that too. Am I right?
Yes.
But that it's like from this vantage point, now I forget what I was going to say because I got excited about the word despair. I was like, what does that one mean? Anyway, it's very exciting. And here it is. You and I are really good at being like that bounded optimism, that hopefulness, right? And Obama ran on this platform of like, hope doesn't mean that we are unaware of how difficult things are. It just means that right, our friend Arthur Brooks that I quoted recently, it just means that we have the self-efficacy to know that we can make it better. We can make it better.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 0.25% better, but it's still better, you know?
Mhm.
Katie, I am so on fire.
On fire. And I also, because this doesn't happen without President Joe Biden saying, this is more important than me winning a second term. This is about the future of our democracy, not just the future of the Democratic Party, it's about the future of our democracy.
Yeah.
And willing to step aside, in some ways emulating George Washington, right?
Mm,
And even though he didn't do his 2 terms and then decided to step aside, doing it in a way that I find almost more courageous, in that, I don't know, I'm just so, what's the word? Impressed?
yeah, sure.
I think hope comes back up, like, there's still people of character in politics.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I mean, I used to work in politics. It's where I started my career back in 2004 working for John Kerry, and if you had asked me then what I thought the political landscape would look like in 2024,
Mhm.
this is not what I would have described.
I will say this, a week ago, I was like, "You couldn't pay me to go to the DNC."
Mhm,
Not because I wouldn't love to be there, but because of the times we're in, right?
mhm.
And now I'm like, "God damn, do I need to go to the DNC?" Like, I know it's not that easy, but I just really, for the listener, for you and I, for everyone, like stick around and find out what happens next in life,
Mhm.
you know? Like, we just at a moment, at a moment, at a moment. And yet so much led to this. And I think that's it's just the beautiful part of life, you know?
Mhm.
Because you're fresh back from
From Spain.
Spain to talk about,
Labor economics.
yes, from your time in, yes, labor economics. And I think like a little bit of a conversation about, what are we learning and how does it relate to our most popular episode, which was the job search soul suck. How does it relate to just the suckage of what is life, right? That we're all going through. And what have we learned that makes it a little bit less sucky?
Mhm.
Which I don't know. Did you learn anything optimistic or hopeful?
So sticking with, being a woman today,
Yeah.
one of the things that I learned, so we one of the classes within the certificate program was talking about women in the labor market, and
Mm,
women in how they're impacted by the economics of the labor market, how they impact and influence the economics of the labor market. And one of the things, that the research is showing is that when women are shown the economic impact of getting married, having a child,
mm,
staying at home, taking themselves out of the workforce, like, when they're actually shown that data both at a high level, like generally, but also more explicitly for themselves, they will make the better economic choice for them, instead of what is the gender normed choice
mm.
of just staying at home and being productive in the household. And that was really heartening for me. We just need the information, not unlike menopause and perimenopause. Like,
Ugh,
we can handle this. We just need to know.
yes.
Tell me